As we step aside here in this first quarter. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. And they look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he lost the football.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going to exactly.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point, and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts airing it out deep for Smith. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake. Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Tua. Open man is Waddle complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Striker, 3-3. No check.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We need this. Let's do it. Here we go. 12, 10. Batalla, 50 series. Green. Shot, 17, left one. Green jack. Ready?
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss.
Here we go. Here
So
we go.
2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
38. Black open. On the ball. On the ball.
Now Tua. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Ready up.
The slot man in motion right.
Ready, ready. 52 blaster.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Then you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is, as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Let's go now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
A gain of 7. First down, Eagles.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Play action. Here's Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Moving 19. Come back in. 55 Jack. 55 Jack.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This Steve, is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go, check. Hop 70, hop 70. 18, 5 years.
In motion right is Watkins. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 48 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from...
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 41 yards. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this 1st half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. That is on here in this 1st half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
In motion left comes Brown. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. They'll throw now on the final play, but he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no...
At their own 13-yard line.
Okay, ready?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story. And, wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Man, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. And my goodness, another interception. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game, and Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yes,
and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And going deep for Hill. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Let's go. Charge. Ready.
On second down, Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
43 rail. Quick, yellow.
A handoff running left is Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 27 yards. And the Dolphins add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.